Hey guys, so today I did a dramatic look. I was feeling into the very creative, colorful mode today, so I figured why not show some love to my anniversary palette from Urban Decay. I know it's so dirty with my fingerprints, but this is what it looks like on the inside. It has a combination of neutral shades and then a few brighter, kind of funkier shades, which I like. It gives you, the best of both worlds in this palette. So I shoved this in the back of my drawer for a while and haven't used it for months, so I figured why not show it some love today. So I did this look. It's dramatic with the eyeshadow and eyeliner winged out in the cat eye, using teals and a little bit of a kind of golden-y tan in the crease. And the products I used for the rest of my face will be towards the end of the video. So if you want to see how to do this simple, fun, and colorful look, prior to filming, I went ahead and applied my Urban Decay Primer Potion because I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Flash Color Palette, and these do crease on me because my lids are very oily. I'm going to be using this navy blue here as the base for the teal shade. Now you can also use this kind of turquoise shade here or the white, but this is the color that made it look more metallic, more intense than the other two. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that on my ring finger, and I'm just going to pat that all over my lid, starting at the base of my lashes, blending it upwards. And you want a very thin layer of this product. You don't want to group this on because it will crease, because they're very, very creamy. And you can bring it into the inner corner as well if you want. And then just take a clean finger and just make sure that there aren't any harsh lines. Now I'm going to be using the Sigma E55 brush because it picks up a lot of the pigment or a lot of color and it applies it very nicely. I'm using the deep end, which is this kind of teal blue-green color. Just taking a little bit of that, tapping off the excess, and just pat, pat, pat. And you see how intense that makes this color look using that base. And you can even use a black or black eyeliner if you had that blue eyeliner. There's many different things that you can use. And take the tip of the brush and just kind of push that right into that indentation right there where the crease is. Don't pull it up, just push it in so you get that rounded shape on the lid. And then with a clean E25 brush, I'm going to pick up the color Chase, which is like a golden-y tan. It's right next to the deep end. Take a little bit of that, tap off the excess, and you want to create like a halo around that color, the blue-green shade. So you want to just start applying that here. If you don't have this color, if you want to use the Urban Decay shadows, the Baked eyeshadow from the new Naked palette, it's very similar to it. Take a clean E22, well, this is a 222, SS222 from Sigma. Blend right around the edge of that color. And you can blend over it just to make it a little bit softer. One thing this palette doesn't have is a matte skin tone highlight shade, so I'm just going to pick up just any random one that I have here and make sure that it's matte, and then just pop that right under here. Now for the lower lash line, I'm going to take a MAC 219 pencil style brush, and I'm going to pick up the deep end again, which is a teal. And I'm going to come and bring that on the lower lash line, about halfway. And then what I wanted to do is kind of create this shape that I have out here, like a little cat eye wing. So you can take your brush that you use with the eyeshadow and just kind of take some of that shadow and just kind of pop it right in here, just like this, where it kind of comes from this lower lash line, it goes upwards. And for me, I like to just kind of switch at this point and start using a small detailer brush to get this shape going here. And then you want to just start feathering it in to that tan shade that we used. And then to kind of clean this up, I like to use these little Q-tips I got from Ulta. They have a flat kind of paddle shape and then like a little cone shape here. Dip it into your favorite makeup remover. And that for me is the Neutrogena one. And then I'm just going to kind of start cleaning this up here. And then, I know it looks kind of messy, but we're going to clean it up. And then with my concealer brush, I'm just going to kind of go over that just to make sure that it's not red. And then for the inner corner, what we're going to do is use the color Vanilla, which is this one here. It's the third one down. It's like a golden, golden-y shade on a SS214 style brush. Tapping off the excess right on this lower part. And then also taking some of that in this inner corner right in here. I'm going to take that pencil brush that I used from MAC, wipe it off, and I'm going to take some of that Chase color again and just kind of put that, just a little teensy bit of it right here. So it has the Vanilla, Chase, and then the deep end. Just a tiny bit. Just so that you have all three shades at the lower lash line. Oh, I got a little fuzzy on there. Okay, so now all we have to do is tight line. I'm going to use the Urban Decay Zero pencil on the upper waterline. And also on the lower lash line. And then if you need to add any more of the blue, which I am going to add just a little bit more of that deep end. Just making sure that there's no harsh lines. You can use your finger to blend it out a little bit. Now I'm going to be using the MAC Fluid Line and Black Track to line my upper lash line, and I've kind of created that cat eye shape to go along with my shape with the eyeshadow. And I'm going to use this is an old brush from I think Coastal Scents, but it's just an angled, small angled eyeliner brush. So taking a little bit of that. I like to take it and put it on my hand, back of my hand, or just anywhere to kind of work that product into the brush. And then you can just kind of pull your eye a little bit. Start at the center and gradually working your way outwards. Then whatever's left, you can get this inner corner right in here. And then connect it. And it makes it easy if you have a gel liner that's nice and creamy. If you have a liner that's dry, it's just going to be a big mess. So then take it and then just start strokes. Little strokes to connect that line together. Make sure that you get this inner corner here. Don't do it too thick, but also you don't want it to be too thin. And just make sure that it's a nice, thin, even layer of the liner. I'm not doing it too thick either. Now when you come out to this outer corner of the eye, I like to make sure that it comes down all the way. And then basically turn my face to the side like I usually do and pretend like I'm connecting it down to my lower lash line. And then just make a little line. So I have kind of like an outline. Then I want to make sure that my brush has enough gel liner and it's not dry. And then I kind of almost, not all the way close my eyes, but somewhat. And take it and bring it in. So you have a little triangle, and then all you have to do is just fill it in. Now, all I have to do is apply some mascara. I'm using my Revlon 3D Photo Ready 3D Volume Mascara, and then when I put this on, I will be back to show you the rest of the look. Okay, so now that the look is complete, all we have to do is just add some finishing touches. For my bronzer, I've been using this product, which I mentioned in my favorite face products. This is Givenchy Sun Caramel Matte and Glow powder. It's like a bronzer and shimmer. So I'm going to take that on my multitask brush from Real Techniques, which I love. I'm picking up mostly the matte shades, which are the top 3 and the bottom 3. And I'm just going to lightly dust that all over my face. I'm extra kind of dewy today because I'm on acne medication and it makes me slightly dry. And so I put moisturizer on again right before I applied my tinted moisturizer to do this video. So just make sure that you bring that down. My face is a little red, so okay. Now for my blush, I'm going to use my MAC blush in Peaches, which is just a matte peach shade. Just lightly on the apples of my cheek, and then whatever's left, blend it out. Nothing too much, nothing too dramatic, because this is a pretty bright and bold look. So just make sure you kind of keep that in mind when you're picking your blush. If you're oily like me, stick with matte for this look. I love shimmer blushes, but not for this look. For my lips, I wanted to keep it very natural as well. I didn't want anything to kind of compete with the look because I do want this to stand out on its own. So I'm using the NYX lipstick in Pumpkin Pie. It's number 630. And I can do a swatch for you guys. So it's got a little bit of a kind of peachy undertone. So I'm going to apply that over my lip balm. And it gives it more of a slight kind of glossy finish, even though I didn't put any gloss on. So that's something that you could do if you have a lipstick of yours that you want a little bit of a kind of satiny, glowy look to it without having to apply like a glossy lip. Just make sure you put on a lip balm beforehand, let it sit in, and then apply over, and then you get the same effect. So that's pretty much it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this look. It's been a while since I've done a really bright look. It's somewhat dramatic because I'm not used to wearing these colors on a daily basis, but like I said, I wanted to show my 15th anniversary palette some love because it's been shoved back in my drawer and I haven't used it in probably a couple months, which makes me sad, but it's a really great palette, and I don't know if it's still available or not. I'll put the link to the Urban Decay website just so if you want to get that or any of their other palettes, if you're interested, that will be there for you as well. So again, I hope that you guys enjoy this look and that you will try it out, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.